My name is Mish Grixty, and today I want to talk to you about a really important concept that, if you're not aware of, is probably a massive contributing factor as to why it feels so tough to get into a flow and to write words that you know will resonate with who you're talking to for your coaching. So if you've ever sat down to do a selling task for your coaching business, whether that's writing copy for an email or a social media post or hitting record on a video to share on social media or something like that, if you ever find yourself wondering, what the fuck do I say? Like, what is going to be relevant and resonant and compelling and is likely to be something that the person on the receiving end values hearing? That predicament can be solved in a really big way by getting clear on what I refer to as your best fit client. I also shorten this to BFC. So if you hear me use those two terms interchangeably, that's what I'm talking about. Your best fit client. Now, in the world of online marketing and all of that, you've probably heard of things like ideal client, customer, and ideal client avatar, and these kind of marketing concepts. And of course, best fit client is another marketing concept. But what I'm about to share is going to show you how this best fit client concept is a little different to the other marketing ideas you may or may not have already heard of in your time in this online business landscape. So let's dive in and talk about what makes a best fit client a best fit client. Now, to teach this best fit client concept, I want you to picture a Venn diagram made of two circles. Now, in this first circle, this represents all the people out there who you're most excited to work with. So even as I say that, pay attention as to who comes to mind when you think of the people out there that you're most excited to work with, that you're most excited to support. And you might notice, again, some instant faces come to mind, or people that you follow on social media who you think, yeah, that would be so fun to work with them. That would be great to work with them. Or you might find there's a bit of a blank space there right now, and that's okay too. But it's really important to start here in this Venn diagram on this side of the circle with who it is you're most excited to support, who you're most excited to work with. But that alone does not make a best fit client. The other part of what makes a best fit client is the people out there who stand to value most what you have to offer. So who is it out there who is actually excited for the results that your coaching offer offers them? Now, if you were to only focus on the people out there who value what you offer, but not bring in that idea of people who you're also really excited to work with, that's going to feel quite heavy to market to. It's not going to feel light to be in conversation with those people. And I want to bring this home with a real world example. One of my clients, she is a coach for people in college. So, you know, people in their late teens, early 20s who are fresh out into the big world and navigating life and all the challenges that come up in those early adulthood years. Now, those are the people that she's most excited to support and who also stand to value her coaching the most, which is very different, right? If she approached her business as, well, there are these corporate people out there who might value my coaching skills most and how I can help them with boundaries or goal setting and things like that. But gosh, I'm not that excited to work with those kind of people. That's going to feel like such a heavier lift and require so much more determination and willpower and white knuckling your way through than getting clear on those people that you're really excited to support who also value what you have to offer most. So take a moment now to notice who comes to mind when you think of who stands to value your coaching offer the most. Now, if we go back to the Venn diagram, again, where these two circles cross over, that is representative of your best fit client. And when you actually take a moment to bring those people, that person, to mind before you do any form of marketing or selling for your coaching business, it is going to feel so much easier to energetically connect to who it is you're talking to, because you remind yourself that you're not here to please and serve and support and change the world for everyone. You are here to be of service and be of support and to show up for your best fit clients. Now, to help you get really dialed in and really clear on who your best fit client is, let me walk you through some of my favorite questions that I ask myself to, again, energetically connect to who it is that I really am speaking to, who it is I'm thinking of, who my words are for when I'm having that asynchronous conversation that so much of marketing and selling is about, right? Which is so different to being in real time on a consult call. Okay, so here's the first question that I prompt myself with, that I invite you to ask yourself and actually write down your response to. And that is, what are the problems that you are most excited to help people solve? So what are the problems that people out there are coming up against that you know that you can help them solve that you're excited to solve that problem? My second question on the back of that one is, why do you dig those problems? What is it that lights you up about solving that problem and supporting people to solve that problem in their own lives? Okay, so those are my problem-based questions to get you thinking of who your best fit clients are, who stands to value most what you have to offer, who you're most excited to work with. The other side of the problem coin is results and thinking of the results that your coaching offers people. And my third question for you then is, what results are you most excited to help people create for themselves? Now, if you're like, oh, but I already answered that question, this is a really common trap we fall into of thinking of problems and results as the same thing. But really separating out the two can be such a valuable exercise, because you're going to get clear on the difference between where you're meeting someone at, which is at their problem, and the results or the goal or the desire that they have, that they want to get to. Okay, so let me repeat that question for you. What results are you most excited to help your best fit clients create for themselves? And on the back of that one, question number 4, why do you dig those results? Why does it light you up to support people to create those particular results for themselves? Okay, so even if you've just brain dumped a couple of dot points for each of those questions, you are now in a really powerful place to answer my 5th and final prompt for getting really clear on who your best fit client is. Who are the people who would get the most value from solving those particular problems and creating those particular results? And question 5.2, why? Why would those people most value solving those particular problems and creating those particular results? Okay, you have just worked through 5 really powerful questions for getting clear on who your best fit client is. So when it comes to selling and marketing your coaching, it feels easier and lighter and more powerful than ever to actually communicate to those people. Now, this who part, who it is you're talking to, who it is that your business exists to serve and support, this is just one part of several really key areas that you want to get dialed in on to continue to grow and find success with your online coaching business. And I want to share the other really fundamental, important things to know as well. And that is all in the maths of online business, this video here. And I'm going to walk you through the only 4 problems that will get in your way of growing your online business.